Hey guys, make sure to watch to the end of the video to figure out how to get a shout out. Good morning, silly gooses. Welcome to A Day in the Life of an ESSA owner, pretty much episode 2. And once I've gotten up and got ready, I will explain why I'm doing a day in the life today. Okay guys, so the reason that I'm doing a day in the life today is because at my high school right now we have semester transitions, which means that I have double block things. So on Friday, I had English all morning and then science all afternoon. And those are my two academic classes at that school, so I did need to be there for them. But then today I would have had 2 electives, which are art and foods, and I'm done everything in both of those classes. And I would have had support, where that's basically a class I go to do homework, but I don't have any homework, so I would have had to do typing pal for an hour, which is honestly a waste of time. I'd rather be doing something productive. And the only class I'd actually need to go for would be French, but my mom said that I didn't have to go in for that. So I got clearance to just skip school today, and I figured I haven't made a YouTube video for a while, so I might as well do that. Yeah, so I've got myself some breakfast. I'm gonna check for my pets, because one of my cats goes outside sometimes. Okay, there's my dog. Hello, dog. And there's one of my cats. Hello. That's not the one that goes outside. I'm gonna check. She's not there, so one sec. Let me go check for her where she usually is really quick. Okay guys, she is here. This is my oldest cat. And I'm glad that you are not outside, because I don't think it's very warm out where I am. Okay. So before I start eating, I want to go over what my checklist for today is. I want to do some reading at some point. I have to walk my dog. I might bake some banana chocolate chip muffins at some point, because apparently we have a bunch of bananas that need baking. And I do want to do some stuff with my ESSAs. I could try bonding with Pinto Bean, but it might not happen. I do need to train Onyx though. That does need to happen. And Primrose. I don't have a collar for Primrose yet, but I can borrow one from another ESSA. So there's my checklist today. And now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go eat my breakfast. Okay, and breakfast is done. So, I am still in my PJs, and obviously I've eaten, so I haven't brushed my teeth. Oh my gosh, can my camera focus, please? Good enough. So, I'm going to go do the stuff that I need to do to get ready for the day. And then we will probably go for a little W with my dog. So I'll see you then. All right, I'm back, and it is time to go walk my dog. So I'm going to grab Onyx. Hello, girly. We're gonna bring her over here, and I'm gonna open the gear drawer. Wherever it is, here it is. You know what, it's not snowing. I might try the vest. But you might recognize some of this, because this used to be Destiny's gear. But I don't know if I've said already, Destiny is retired now. She retired at 6 years old. So yeah, let me check the harness or the vest on Onyx. Okay, that actually fits pretty well. It's not my most favorite, and it's pretty tight in the arms. But I think I will wear it because it's not snowing. So I wouldn't need her fully hooded like jacket. So I've got her. Now hello kitty. Let's go get my actual dog. Hello. It's such a cute vest, I swear. Hey, you wanna go for a walk? Oh yeah, she's totally up for it. Okay, come on. So I don't actually know how cold it is outside today. So I'm just gonna put on my boots. These are absolutely amazing winter boots. They're Keens. And I've been using Keens as a brand since I was a kid. Like a little kid. I used to have, you're getting in my way. I used to have like Keen sandals. Now here's the thing, my cat, she looks white. But when you bring her out in the snow, she's actually like, she looks dirty. Okay, I gotta get my jacket on really quick. All right, jacket's on. Somebody is very excited to go for a walk. So, out you go. Okay, gotta get the door. There we go. Whew. Oh yeah, it's a little chilly out here. I mean, that's Canada in January for you. It's cold. Don't trip on the stairs. Okay, you do not want to know the amount of times that I've tripped on these stairs, and they're like, if I can show you, they're like serrated so that they don't get icy in the winter. But like, if you trip on them like in the summer or something, oh dude, you're done for. Oh my gosh. How beautiful it is out. Okay. Where's Onyx? Hello. I don't know if Onyx is ever going to be like walked on a leash a lot, because I haven't seen if the like boots or the socks that the other dogs wear, I haven't checked if they fit her. So we will have to check that. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to put the camera up so that I can focus on walking. It's so pretty out. It's actually not the coldest day that we've had. It was like quite a bit colder yesterday evening because I was out doing some stuff in the woods, like in my backyard, and I didn't have mitts on for some stupid reason. And my fingers just absolutely froze. Okay, do I want to try jumping off this? It is really icy here right now. Okay, come on, Kina. Okay. Looks like there's been somebody walking around over here. It makes sense, it is a public road. Look at this, it's literally straight ice. I would be better off skating. I did actually skate to work last week. I do babysitting over here. So I literally just skated down this to work. It's insane. Oh, let me show you, oh gosh, let me show you guys my creek. I just gotta get over there. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful little stretch of woods. And this stretch of woods here goes all the way down our road. And there's no other like kids on our row. The kids over that I babysit for do sometimes come play there in the summer. But for the most part, it's our stretch of woods, just ours. Okay, so I'm going to continue walking my dog. I dropped her in the snow. Yeah, that's a bit better. I'm gonna continue walking my dog with Onyx, hopefully not drop her in the snow again. and I will see you when we are home. Okay guys, so we are walking up the road, and as I said, this creek stretches all the way up. Now do you see that thing right there? Where's my finger? That? I thought that was a rabbit. Genuinely stood here for 5 minutes trying to figure out if that was a rabbit or not. And I'm like 99% sure that's just a piece of wood. So, I don't know. I just thought it would be funny to get that on camera for you guys. Fate Willow's Stupidity 101. Thinking random pieces of wood are animals. I've done that before. I've up the hill behind my house. I've thought stumps were bears. But anyways, now that we've done that, I'm going to continue heading back up to the house, and I will see you guys when I get back. And yeah, okay, we are back at the house with Onyx and my cat, who's very intrigued by Onyx. One sec, there we go. My glasses get so foggy every single time I come inside. What do you think? What do you think, baby? You like the camera? Okay, so speaking of Onyx, we are now going to go ungear her and feed her, because that needs to happen. Do you want to go in here? Do you need to go in here? No? Okay. Well, come on then. Looks like my puppy dog will be joining us in here because I've got separation anxiety or something. Welcome. Okay. My legs are really cold. These pants that I have on, they're like super thin. I have this little vest from, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. It's from a stuffed bear that I got years ago from my dad. And when I got Destiny as an ESSA, I figured maybe it would fit her, and it kind of did, kind of didn't. But it does fit Onyx pretty well, so I use it for her a lot of the time. Oh, did I show you guys the gear I have for Onyx? I got her this cute little red harness. It does actually match her really well. Okay, so let's get out her feeding bowl. And a lot of the dogs do just share bowls now because I don't usually feed them all at once, and I don't need a stack of bowls just sitting in this tiny little container. My dog is so curious. Hello. Hello. I'll call you Curious George. And Curious Georgina. It's your girl. Okay, got some fish oil. Buddy. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm trying to get stuff done. I think I'm gonna give her that. Okay. Get everything we need. So I don't actually know whose bowl this was anymore. They just all kind of share bowls, like I said. Can I get this open with one hand? I don't even know. Ah, I closed it again. Oh, there we go. Hooray. Okay. Got some food in there. Oh. Why are you choking? Okay. One sec, guys. I gotta go take care of my dog. I think she might barf. Okay, problem solved. Dog did not barf. Now, there we go. I need to continue feeding Onyx. I completely lost whatever I was talking about. Oh, dang, the treats fell over. Oh, hey, the perfect amount came out, though. Sorry, my fingers just keep getting in the way here. Mix that into the food. Put this on top. We'll do vitamins next. So, as I told you guys already today, I'm skipping school. But I figured this out last night because I asked my mom if I could skip today, and then she said yes. But I told my sister that I had something really cool that I was going to tell her, and she's like, oh, what is it? And I'm like, we played this whole guessing game, and I gave her the first, like, letter of each word. And the entire thing was I am skipping school. So I gave her IASS. And she got to I am. And she could not figure out skipping in school. She thought it was starting something. But it was just really funny to watch. And then this morning on the board, because usually if I'm like sick or just in the event that I'm home alone for X number of hours in the day, my mom or somebody in the house will leave me a note, just like giving me some stuff to do, saying hi, whatever. And my sister added in her own little note this morning with IASS, and then because mom told her in the morning that I was skipping school. And so she wrote it in big letters, I am skipping school. And she felt so proud of herself. Okay, Onyx, come. Wait. Wait. Okay. All right, so Onyx has food. So I will leave her to that. And speaking of the whiteboard list of chores, it's a very short list. Also, there's my cat's favorite spot to sit. But let's find out what I have to do. Oh yeah, here, one sec, let me just erase. Yeah, right here. I am skipping school. And look right there, it's IASS. So, please make some banana chocolate. Oh! Asking to make chocolate chip muffins was actually from my dad, not my mom. And then please see if you can take the DOG for a short W is done. So now all I have to do still today is bake muffins. And it is just like, it's 11:01. So that's probably something to do. Ooh, you know what I should do? So here on this railing, right here, we had a Bohemian waxwing that landed here a couple weeks ago. I think it was last week actually. And my sister and I decided to put some bird seed out so that we could see if it would come back. Oh my gosh, my hair is getting in the way. Sorry guys. I have too much hair. To see if it would come back. And it has not come back, but we have had other birds like juncos. But they just absolutely go to town on the birdseed. Like, I put more birdseed out there like a day or two ago, and it's already gone again. So, let me just pop my jacket on. I've had this jacket for years, and I still love it. And it's funny, actually, because I got it in the summer at my grandma's house, and it's a winter coat. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Have you guys ever tried to like put on basic snow gear while filming stuff? Particularly stuff where you can't show your real face, and it's hard. Filming these YouTube videos, honestly, like, it takes me a hot minute sometimes. And as some of you may know, I used to have, oh gosh, the drawer slid back. I used to have a podcast, and I went by Willow Mist on the podcast, and there was a couple times, even if I shared this with anybody, okay, so got some birdseed, but there would be a couple times, like, on a guest episode or something, where one of my guests would actually say my real name by accident, and we would just laugh our heads off, because A, it was kind of funny, and B, it meant we had to redo the entire clip because privacy matters. And also, shout out to anybody on my cover star. Hi, it's nice to have you here. But somebody on cover star, at ESSA Don't Pet Please, has asked a couple times, oh, my cat can hear me, about face reveals. So I will give you guys a little explanation for that while I go put away the birdseed. So as you guys may or may not know, I'm still a minor. I'm gonna be 14 in a few months. And my guardians, my mom and dad, have told me, and I have asked about doing a face reveal, and they have said no for right now. So that doesn't mean forever it'll be a no. Eventually there probably will be a face reveal. Oh my gosh, which will make my life 100 times easier. Okay, I gotta pause this for a minute. Okay, I finally got that stupid birdseed bag to close. But yeah, so that's why I can't do a face reveal, because I'm not allowed, but I am working towards it. It's just, it's more of a safety thing than anything. So as much as I appreciate that you guys are curious and want to see my real face, I am going to keep pretty much everything from my personal life private. Like, even with the names of my pets, I don't really like to give those out. You do know my dog's name, I think. But yeah, so I just want to keep that in mind, that as much as I'd love to do a face reveal, because I also think it would be fun, at this current moment in time, hi Primrose, I'm just not allowed. So that's where that's happening. And Onyx, I think you're probably done now, yep. So I'm going to pack Onyx's food up, and then I'm probably going to take a little time to just sit, scroll on my phone, you know, normal teenager stuff. And then next time I see you, we'll probably be baking some muffins. See you then. Okay, it's about half an hour later, 40 minutes, give or take. I have been scrolling for a bit, and I did some cover star posts, so if you are one of my cover star followers as well, you might see those. But I'm going to take off my ring, put it there, and we are going to get started on making some muffins. So let me get all the ingredients out. All right, there we go. And now I've got the recipe over here. The recipe fell over. I'm gonna move the milk. So, little tutorial on how to make banana chocolate chip muffins. So you need 2 bowls, one big one and one small one. The small one is for all the wet ingredients, and the big one's for the dry ones. You take 1 egg. Here, screenshot the recipe if you guys want to. There you go. Now you can make your own muffins at home. I might crack the egg without the camera. Okay, once you've cracked the egg, make sure you whisk it up with a fork. Also, you will need 1 large fork, because this honestly works better than a whisk for this recipe. So you put that there. Now we need 1/3 cup of milk. So get your 1 cup measuring cup and open your milk. Also, put in the comments, what kind of like milk do you guys buy? Because we buy 2%, but the people I babysit for, I think I don't know if it's 1% or 3%, but it's different. And then you need 1/3 of a cup, so we need to fill it 1/3 of a cup. Okay, I need to fill it to this line. So let me just get it in. Ooh, pretty much perfect. A little bit more than we need, but that's okay. You just put that in. Also, fair warning, once you've got all the like wet ingredients mixed together, it does kind of look like vomit a little bit, but it doesn't taste like it, I promise. I've made these muffins a million times. They taste amazing. Okay. 1 cup mashed bananas. So you need 2 to 3 medium-sized bananas. And usually you want to use, you know, spotted bananas that are like, you know, you don't really want to eat them. But if you do, if you're weird like me and you have frozen bananas in your freezer, that's rock solid. So you take the banana. I'm gonna take the sticker off preemptively here. I don't know if you get, oh, I just left something on there. Ah! Dang, I never knew how hard it was to get banana stickers off. Okay, there we go. In the trash, my dog is here. Just open your microwave, put the banana in. I know it's weird. And I'm gonna do 15 seconds. And in those 15 seconds, I'm gonna go grab a bowl from here. Also, we have Shopkins randomly scattered around my house. You're gonna get these bananas over there. This is done though. Okay. Check up on your banana. It's still rock solid. Bananas take a while to thaw. Give it another 20. Okay, now I'm going to peel these bananas. Okay, bananas are peeled and our freezer bananas done. Yep. So it should be mushy, like mushy banana. Also, I'm not showing it, but in between all these steps, make sure you're washing your hands. So I'm gonna peel this banana, put it into the bowl with the other bananas, and then we will move on. Also, really quick, when you're peeling the microwave banana, be super careful because right here can be hot. So I would recommend, if I can get them, use scissors, cut the banana open. You might have to like squeeze it into there and then put the peel in the garbage. All right, peel the banana. All right, all the bananas are in. Also with the freezer banana, your hand's gonna be like hot and cold and like mushy and feel weird. It's a very conflicting situation. So if you don't like sensory things, like me kind of, I would recommend getting somebody to help you with this, or just washing your hands thoroughly. So you're gonna get a potato masher. This is the potato masher we have, but also, if you don't have that one, you can also use this one. This one works just as well. So, mash up your bananas until they look something like this. It is very gross, but this is kind of the consistency you want them. You could mash it a little more, but you don't have to. Put this over there. And you're gonna take your 1 cup measuring cup. If you washed it out, that's fine. And you're gonna put these bananas in here and you want 1 full cup. And to get the bananas in there, I would recommend using your fork and just tip the bowl and then scoop them in. So let me do that. Okay, there we go. Exactly 1 cup of mashed bananas, and if there's a little residue, that's okay. Then you're gonna take your 1 cup of mashed bananas and they're going to plop into the rest of your mixture. Kind of disgusting, but I promise at the end they look amazing and they taste amazing. Now, you will not need this bowl anymore until later, so keep it over there. And at this point, I'd recommend washing this. Just put some water in it and then dry it out. Great, now this is all clean. Let's check our recipe. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Vegetable oil, thank you. So, we're going to go to this line with vegetable oil. I'm gonna do this off camera because vegetable oil is messy. So, get your vegetable oil up to 1/2 cup. Okay, got vegetable oil. Put it in and just let it all get in there. A little bit messy. Okay. At this point, you are done with this. So put it over. And now we are done all of our wet ingredients. And at this point, you're gonna wanna go over to your stove. I don't know how your stove works, or your oven. I usually like to turn on the light. Also, make sure you check your oven, because yeah, right here, some people leave stuff in their oven, which I've never understood, but if you must, just make sure you get everything out of the oven and back where it belongs. Sorry, this is going to be really loud for headphone users and anybody. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now, make sure that's off. turn your oven on to the bake setting and turn the oven temperature to about 350. And that's your rough temperature. And I do it now because it gives the oven time to heat up while we do our dry ingredients. So you can put this bowl off to the side, bring this over. This side's dry ingredients. We need 2 cups whole wheat flour. So take your 1 cup measuring cup, and you can use your dry ingredient cups at this point. Open this up. I'm gonna get out my flour and I'm gonna put it in there. Here's number 1. Don't worry about leveling or packing it. Just scoop some flour and put it in. Let's get number 2. Here's number 2. All right, you might have some flour on your counters. We can deal with that later. You don't need this anymore. Put that away. Now we need 1/3 cup of brown sugar. You get your 1/3 cup. Make sure that you have brown sugar as opposed to white sugar. And brown sugar, it's more dense, honestly. And it's probably more prominent in baking. So let me get my cup. Okay, and this you do need to make sure you level. You can see it kind of just looks all chunky. You will not need this anymore. In fact, we don't need any more big cups. Now we need the little ones. So it says 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And you can tell if it's a teaspoon or tablespoon because teaspoon says TSP, and I don't have a tablespoon on here, but tablespoon usually just has a T, and teaspoon has TSP. This is a horrible example. But this is what we need. 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and we'll also get the salt. That's baking soda. So we use just table salt and baking powder. This, I will show you how to get a perfect amount. Let me get my baking powder. Okay, this is my favorite thing to level. You just basically scoop your finger over it. So you're gonna repeat that 2 more times until you have 3 tablespoons or teaspoons of baking powder in there. Let me do that. All right, time for salt. This is where we're going to bring back our banana bowl. And basically what you're gonna do is you're just gonna open the salt, because this stuff comes out fast. And you're basically just gonna pour it into this over the bowl, so that if you spill any, it just goes into the bowl. Don't go crazy, try to just get as much as you need, but it does mean that if you spill any, it just goes in there. So I will do that and put it in there. All right, here we go. And as you can see, almost perfect. It's okay if you have a little less. That's honestly probably better than having more than you need. So now you're done with the bowl, and it can go over on the counter. Yeah. That. And this bake up. Oh gosh, there's coconut in the way. And put your salt back in. Okay, so at this point in the recipe, you should have 2 bowls of ingredients, 1 wet, 1 dry. So you're going to take the wet ingredients and pour them into the dry ingredients. Please do that now. Okay, it's in. And also you can use a spatula to get any ingredients left out of here into here. So now you are done with this bowl. It can also be put away. And you are going to mix this until the batter is all combined and like kind of lumpy. And I will mix that up and then show you what it should look like. So this is what it should look like. And now we need our most important ingredients, which I somehow forgot because my head isn't in the game. You need chocolate chips. I think these are the only chocolate chips we have in the house right now. So the recipe calls for 1/2 cup, but you know, I use 3/4 of a cup because why the heck not? It tastes better. So take your chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. If you want to do 1/2 cup, you can put as many chocolate chips in as you want and then mix them into here. Chocolate chips acquired. Put them in there. I can put this 3/4 cup back. I can grab a little more chocolate chips and I can put them in there. And of course, make sure to grab yourself some baker's tacks. And then mix these in. Now remember not to mix it in too much because we don't want the batter over mixed. But yep, I know you're gonna get 2 pretty big spoons, you know, bigger than your usual size spoons. And you can either bring that to you or you can go to it. In this case, I'm going over. So let me put the spoons there and bring the bowl. Okay, I'll do the best I can to show you how to do this on camera. But basically, you're not gonna need your spatula for now, but just keep it in the bowl. So you're gonna take your spoon and, oh gosh, you're gonna scoop up about 1 scoop, and you're going to use the other spoon to scrape it off into the tin. So let me do that. So that's that, and just start with 1 scoop for each tin. So, you know, 12 scoops, and just do 1 scoop in each of these. And then I'll show you what to do next once I've got them all scooped. So now I've got all of the muffins scooped out, but I still have a whole bunch of leftover batter. So you can see that some of the muffins are like less full. So you're gonna take whatever leftover batter you have and just fill up the lesser filled muffin tins as much as you want, honestly, like relatively same amount as like, this is about how much you want in there, and this is about how much I have in some. So use the rest of your batter and put it into the muffin tins. Okay, all your muffin tins should be filled now. And if your oven is ready, like mine is, you can open it up and put your muffins in, and then I will show you how much time to bake them for. Okay, your muffins are in. You're gonna go to your microwave and start a timer for 18 minutes. And that's all you need. 18 minutes at 350. And your muffins will be ready. In that 18 minutes, you can clean up if you made a mess in your kitchen. Honestly, do whatever you want for 18 minutes. You and your ESSA can even just sit here and watch the muffins rise. Also, I didn't mention this before, and I'm just trusting that you're not following along in the moment. Make sure you greased your muffin tin, because otherwise, they won't come out. Oh, also, before I forget, make sure, sorry, this is about to be really loud again, so warning. There we go. Make sure you get a cooling rack out for your muffins. Also, you can put your banana masher away if nobody needs it anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up my kitchen, and then I'm going to go grab Primrose, I think, and we're probably gonna watch some Bluey or something. So I will see you when the muffins are done. Okay, my timer just went off and the house smells like muffins. So, oh, it smells so good. Gonna go over. It's been, like I said, about 18 minutes. Those look absolutely perfect. So, you're gonna wanna just, you know, turn your oven off. Turn that off. And then I'm assuming that most of you guys know how to take stuff out of the oven. But if you don't, get a parent or guardian to assist you. Oh gosh, this is chaos. There we go, okay. I'm gonna take them out of the oven, and then I will show you how to get them out of the container, or the tin. Okay, look at those beauties. Now here's how to get them out of the tin. You take your non-dominant hand, which for me is my left, and with your dominant hand, you're going to just grab a butter knife. I'm gonna take this out for a minute. So just, you know, nice little butter knife. Nothing huge or sharp or whatever. I don't know if I'll be able to film this, but you're basically just gonna go around, you're gonna go around the muffin with the knife like that, and then just scoop it out. And you might have to use your ungloved hand, so like the hand that I'm holding the camera with doesn't have a glove on. You might need to use that to just pick the muffin up and put it on the tray. And it will get a little hot, but not super. Also, if you get any of the chocolate on you, wash your hand with cold water immediately because it will solidify. So I'm gonna get these all onto the cooling rack and then I will show you them. Okay, so all of the muffins are out and they're pretty much perfectly done. I did move them around off camera because when I'm on camera, I'm more focused on trying to get like a good shot and whatnot for you guys. So I mess up sometimes and I need to get this done properly. So this is what the muffins should look like. Let them cool for 10 or so minutes and then you'll be able to eat them. But at this point it is about 1 o'clock at my house. So I'm gonna make lunch. By the time lunch is made, I will be able to eat the muffins. And then I'm gonna go sit down and continue watching my show. So I will see you guys once I've eaten. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to test these muffins. I'm gonna take this one. It's been a little while, so they are cool enough now. Still warm though. All right, I'm gonna test one. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely perfect. There's a little bit of cat hair in it, but that's pretty normal in my house. Oh my gosh, that's really good. I don't know how yours tastes or if you made any, but if you did make these muffins, or if you do make these muffins, please put a comment down below of how yours tasted. I'm gonna continue eating this, and I think after I'm done eating, we will train Onyx. Okay, bye. Okay guys, so it's about 2 o'clock now, and I think, if I'm being completely honest, I'm gonna be done filming now because I don't have too much going on for the rest of the day. And also, as it is, this video is 42 minutes long, which is really long for me. So, where's Onyx? Oh, you know, I'll grab Cricket. So, yeah, but if you got this far, thank you so much. And to get a shout out in my next video, comment "I did it" down below and I will give you a shout out. So I hope you enjoyed this extremely long day in the life video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.